In prehistoric times, the wild horse was probably first hunted for food. Research suggests that domestication had taken place by approximately 6,000 years ago. It is supposed that the horse was first used by a tribe of Indo-European origin that lived in the steppes north of the chain of mountains adjacent to the Black and Caspian Seas. Influenced by climate, food, and humans, the horse rapidly acquired its present form. The relationship of the horse to humans has been unique. The horse is a partner and friend. It has plowed fields and brought in the harvest, hauled goods and conveyed passengers, followed game and tracked cattle, and carried combatants into battle and adventurers to unknown lands. It has provided recreation in the form of jousts, tournaments, carousels, and the sport of riding. The influence of the horse is expressed in the English language in such terms as chivalry and cavalier, which connote honor, respect, good manners, and straightforwardness. Horse is the proudest conquest of man, according to the French zoologist Georges Louis Leclerc, Comte de Buffon. Its place was at its master's side in the graves of the Scythian kings or in the tombs of the pharaohs. Many early human cultures were centered on possession of the horse. Superstition read meaning into the colors of the horse, and a horse's head suspended near a grave or sanctuary or on the gables of a house conferred supernatural powers on the place. Greek mythology created the centaur, the most obvious symbol of the oneness of horse and rider. White stallions were the supreme sacrifice to the gods, and the Greek general Xenophon recorded that gods and heroes are depicted on well-trained horses. A beautiful and well-trained horse was, therefore, a status symbol in ancient Greece. Kings, generals, and statesmen, of necessity, had to be horsemen. The names of famous horses are inseparably linked to those of their famous riders. Bucephalus, the charger of Alexander the Great. Incitatus, once believed to have been made a senator by the Roman Emperor Caligula. See researchers note. El Morzillo, Hernan Cortes's favorite horse, to whom the Indians erected a statue. Roan Barbary, the stallion of Richard II, mentioned by Shakespeare. Copenhagen, the Duke of Wellington's horse, which was buried with military honors. The horse has occupied a special place in the realm of art. From Stone Age drawings to the marvel of the Parthenon frieze, from Chinese Tang Dynasty tomb sculptures to Leonardo da Vinci's sketches and Andrea del Verrocchio's Coglioni, from the Quran to modern literature, the horse has inspired artists of all ages and in all parts of the world. The horse in life has served people in travels, wars, and labors, and in death has provided many commodities. Long before their domestication, horses were hunted for their flesh, and horse meat is still consumed by people in parts of Europe and in Iceland and is included in many pet foods. Horse bones and cartilage are used to make glue. Tetanus antitoxin is obtained from the blood serum of horses previously inoculated with tetanus toxoid. From horsehide a number of articles are manufactured, including fine shoes and belts. The Cordovan leather fabricated by the Moors in Cordoba, Spain, was originally made from horsehide. Fur coats are made of the sleek coats of foals. Horsehair has wide use in upholstery, mattresses, and stiff lining for coats and suits. High-quality horsehair, usually white, is employed for violin bows. Horse manure, which today provides the basis for cultivation of mushrooms, was used by the Scythians for fuel. Mare's milk was drunk by the Scythians, the Mongols, and the Arabs. Form and function. A mature male horse is called a stallion, the female a mare. A stallion used for breeding is known as a stud. A castrated stallion is commonly called a gelding. Formerly, stallions were employed as riding horses, while mares were kept for breeding purposes only. Geldings were used for work and as ladies' riding horses. Recently, however, geldings generally have replaced stallions as riding horses. Young horses are known as foals. Male foals are called colts and females fillies. The extremely large eyes placed far back on the elongated head admirably suit the horse for its chief mode of defense, flight. Its long neck and high-set eyes, which register a much wider range than do the eyes of a human being, enable the horse to discern a possible threat even while eating low grasses. Like human vision, the horse's vision is binocular, but only in the narrow area directly forward. Evidence suggests that a horse's vision is limited in its ability to register color. Horses can detect yellow and blue but not red and green. While visual acuity is high, the eyes do not have variable focus, and objects at different distances register only on different areas of the retina, which requires tilting movements of the head. The senses of smell and hearing seem to be keener than in human beings. As the biologist George Gaylord Simpson put it in Horses From the Dung of the primitive horse has sprung a variety of colors and patterns, some highly variable and difficult to distinguish. Among the most important colors are black, bay, chestnut, and sorrel, palomino, cream, and white. The horse's natural food is grass. For stabled horses, the diet generally consists of hay and grain. The animal should not be fed immediately before or after work, to avoid digestive problems. Fresh water is important, especially when the horse is shedding its winter coat, but the animal should never be watered when it is overheated after working. Oats provide the greatest nutritional value and are given especially to foals. Older horses, whose teeth are worn down, or those with digestive troubles, can be provided with crushed oats. Chaff, minced straw, can be added to the oat ration of animals that eat greedily or do not chew the grain properly. Crushed barley is sometimes substituted in part for oats. Hay provides the bulk of the horse's ration and may be of varying composition according to locale. Mush is bran mixed with water and with various invigorating additions or medications. It may be given to horses with digestive troubles or deficient eating habits. Corn, maize, is used as a fattening cereal, but it makes the horse sweat easily. Salt is needed by the horse at all times and especially when shedding. Bread, carrots, and sugar are tidbits often used by the rider or trainer to reward an animal. In times of poverty, horses have adapted to all sorts of food: potatoes, beans, green leaves, and in Iceland even fish, but such foods are not generally taken if other fare is available. A number of commercial feed mixes are available to modern breeders and owners. These mixes contain minerals, vitamins, and other nutrients and are designed to provide a balanced diet when supplemented with hay. The horse's nervous system is highly developed and gives proof to varying degrees of the essential faculties that are the basis of intelligence, instinct, memory, and judgment. Foals, which stand on their feet a short while after birth and are able to follow their mothers within a few hours, even at this early stage in life, exhibit the traits generally ascribed to horses. They have a tendency to flee danger. They express fear sometimes by showing panic and sometimes by immobility. Horses rarely attack and do so either when flight is impossible or when driven to assault a person who has treated them brutally. Habit governs a large number of their reactions. Instinct, together with a fine sense of smell and hearing, enables them to sense water, fire, even distant danger. An extremely well-developed sense of direction permits the horse to find its way back to its stables even at night or after a prolonged absence. The visual memory of the horse prompts it to shy repeatedly from an object or place where it had earlier experienced fear. The animal's auditory memory, which enabled ancient army horses or hunters to follow the sounds of the bugles, is used in training. When teaching, the instructor always uses the same words and the same tone of voice for a given desired reaction. Intelligent horses soon attach certain movements desired by their trainers to particular sounds and even try to anticipate their rider's wishes. The first intensively domesticated horses were developed in Central Asia. They were small, lightweight, and stocky. In time, two general groups of horses emerged: the southerly Arab Barb types, from the Barbary coast, and the northerly, so-called cold-blooded types. When, where, and how these horses appeared is disputed. Nevertheless, all modern breeds, the light, fast, spirited breeds typified by the modern Arabian, the heavier, slower, and calmer working breeds typified by the Belgian, and the intermediate breeds typified by the thoroughbred, may be classified according to where they originated. For example, Percheron, Clydesdale, and Arabian, by the principal use of the horse, riding, draft, coach horse, and by their outward appearance and size, light, heavy,